Hello, this is Amanda from Multisoft Corporation, your MLM solutions provider. Today I'm going over what you need to set up your system if you're going to be funding your commissions using Hyperwallet. So always to begin, you want to just submit a ticket to Multisoft. Let them know that you'll be using Hyperwallet and we can enable the menu. Once the menu's enabled, you'll find it under Plans and Hyperwallet. That'll bring you here. You'll see three menus: Hyperwallet Funding, Hyperwallet Settings, and Add Existing Accounts to Hyperwallet. Let's first go to Hyperwallet Settings. This is information you're going to need to get from Hyperwallet that you can add in here. So there's this information here, but also you need to check this particular flag, Use REST API. This is additional information that we'll also need from Hyperwallet. You can add it in here yourself, or you can give us the information and we can add it in for you, and then you just want to make sure and save after you've added all the information in. And once you're done with that, the next step you want to go over to Company and Corporate Profile. And in this system, this is already flagged, but it probably won't be flagged in your system, so you want to go here to Restrict Enrollments to Unique Email Addresses and flag that and hit Save. I'm going to go here and hit Save. And the reason you're doing this is with Hyperwallet, it will not fund if two users have the same email addresses. So both of those users would not be funded. So you want to make sure and restrict enrollments to unique email addresses to keep that from happening. Once you've done those steps, everything is pretty much ready in your system to fund. So I'm just going to go over the actual funding process once you're ready to fund. So let's start with Calculate and Review. This is where your periods are that you'll be funding. And I'm going to do this test in the unilevel system. So I have 3 periods here. You can only fund closed periods. So if a period is opened, it can't be funded. It has to be closed. Another step you always want to do before you fund is you always want to make sure the commissions are accurate. Once you've funded a period, it cannot be reopened. If you've closed a period and haven't funded it, you can always reopen it, make adjustments to orders and such. But once it's been funded, it cannot be reopened. So for this example, I'm going to go ahead and fund the next period. So let's go ahead and calculate commissions because these periods are closed. But I'm going to go ahead and check an open period first. So I'm calculating commissions to open my next period. So here's my next period. This is the one I'd like to fund. The first step would always be to calculate commissions. Click on the period ID. This isn't going to have any information in here for me because it's a test system. But you basically want to just go through and make sure all of the ranks are correct, all of the commissions are correct, any kind of bonuses, all of your commissions have been checked. Once you're sure that they're accurate, that you're not going to have to go in and make any changes, then you can fund. So again, before you can fund, you have to make sure the period is closed. So I'm going to close this period. You can only close the period if you're past the finish date. So if today was the 28th, I'd have to wait to the 29th to actually close it. So I am going to close it because it is past that date. So I'm going to click on Close Period. And this is a reminder for everything you need to do before you close a commission period. Click on I agree, and we'll see the status go from open to closed. So now that it's closed, I can go ahead and fund period 4. So to do that, I'm going to go to Plans and to my Hyperwallet menu. And always the first step when you're about to fund is you're going to click on Add Existing Accounts to Hyperwallet. This ensures that all accounts that have been entered in the system and are going to be in commissions have been created. So we're going to go ahead and do Export Distributors. You'll see a message appear saying adding all existing distributors to Hyperwallet. Note there's no way of telling when this process will finish. We suggest waiting 10 minutes to give the account creation time to create any accounts that might be missing. After you've waited the full 10 minutes, you're going to go over to the Hyperwallet Funding menu. This is where you pick the system you're going to be funding. So we know we're going to be funding in the unilevel system. And we know we're going to be funding period 4. So it will not show you the periods that you've already funded. So you just need to make sure that you know what periods that you funded and which ones you haven't. So I know I'm going to be funding period 4. You never want to initiate all period Hyperwallet funding. You always want to do period by period. So you just want to do one period at a time. I'm going to go ahead and initiate the period 4 funding by clicking right on that button. We'll give it some time and we'll get a pop up saying that it's been done. So it says it's been completed, and it gives you some information about when you actually funded. So that goes through the steps of how to set up and fund with Hyperwallet. Please share this webinar training with your company administrators and support team in order to enhance the services provided to your customers and distributors. We appreciate your feedback and input. Please let us know if this helped and how we can improve supporting you. If you have any questions about this or any other trainings, would like to schedule one-on-one training with one of our CSRs, or would like to speak with a Multisoft account executive, please call us at 1-239-945-6433 or submit a help desk ticket request at helpdesk.marketpowerpro.com.